drug syndicate with network in parts of Nigeria, South Africa, and Thailand. No fewer than 5 members of the cartel were arrested in 2 weeks. Intelligence-led operations in Lagos, Abia, and Anambra states following the seizure of their illicit drug consignment at narco import shed of Muritala International Airport, Ikeja, Lagos State. Let's listen to the report.
The unraveling of the drug cartel started on Sunday, 20th April, when their cargo of 4 big suitcases arrived in NATCO shed on an Air Peace airline flight from Johannesburg, South Africa. After days of close monitoring and investigation, the first suspect, Umer Chisom Peter, was arrested on Wednesday, 24th April, after he showed up to pick 2 of the suitcases containing Loud, a syndicate strain of cannabis owned by a Thailand-based member of the syndicate, Obun Michael. The consignment of 4 parcels was consigned in false bottom of the 2 suitcases, while the 4 suitcases contain a total of 17.6 kilogram Loud and drug candies. Another member of the syndicate, Chiwendu Uche Ube, whose South African-based husband, Alotu's Uche Ube, sent some of the consignment, was traced to Anambra State, where NDLEA officers arrested her on Saturday, 27th April, while attempting to collect the drug parcels sent to her by her husband. 2 other suspects, Onye Jako, Francis Chimezi, and Nnaji Valentine Chukukere, with links to the cartel, were also arrested in parts of Lagos on Monday, 29th April. The arrest led to another operation in Abia State, where Chinazo Ozigwe was arrested when she was to pick some of the parcel containing Loud and drug candies sent to her by her husband, Ozigwe Chidebere Anthony, who is equally operating from South Africa. Meanwhile, NDLEA operative on stop and search operation along Abuja-Abaji Highway on Wednesday, 1st May, intercepted a 40-feet gas tanker marked RBC 77XG and upon a thorough search, discovered 511 jumbo sacks of cannabis sativa weighing 4,752 kilograms concealed in a gas tank compartment of the truck. The consignment was loaded into the tanker in Ogun State and meant to be delivered in Abuja for further distribution. 4 suspects, Efe Abel Mikel, Ebigide Cyril, Ijechi Monday, and Friday Benson Chukudi, have been arrested in connection with the seizure, while 2 suspects, Aminu Umar and Anas Umar, were arrested with 207.1 kilograms of cannabis sativa in their house in Uguwan Rimi, Basawa, Samaru, Zaria, Kano State on Monday, 29th April. Bashir Umar was nabbed at Ladania Otoro area in Kano on Friday, 3rd May, with 194 bottles of codeine syrup in Ogun State. NDLEA operative on Wednesday, 1st May, arrested an ex-convict, 51-year-old Suleiman Usman, who is currently facing trial for another drug offense in the Federal High Court, Oshogbo. At the time of his latest arrest at Okini Town, Suleiman was found in possession of 4.4 grams of cocaine, 28.5 kilograms of cannabis sativa, 20 tabs of Rofinol, weighing 6.2 grams, and 812 pills of tramadol. The following day, Thursday, 2nd May, NDLEA operative at Agbara checkpoint Semeboda, Badagry, Lagos, intercepted a Toyota Camry car marked KJA 825F conveying 113 jumbo parcels of cannabis with a total weight of 64 kilograms. The driver, Charles Amoni, 45, was promptly arrested. In Bauchi State, NDLEA operative on patrol along Bauchi-Jos Road on Monday, 27th April, arrested Clement Chukwuka with 595 bottles of codeine, 38,260 pills of opioid such as tramadol, Rofinoy and Diazepam, while other suspect Friday Ibochi was nabbed at NDLEA checkpoint Aloma Junction, Otukpa, Benue State on Tuesday 30th April with 66 blocks of cannabis weighing 33 kilograms. In the same vein, 42-year-old Ifeanyi Stanley was arrested with 12 kilograms of same substance at Swali Jetty, Yenagoa, Bayelsa State. While commending the officers and men of the Mohammed Murtala International Airport FCT, Kano, Kaduna, Osun, Seme, Bayelsa, Bauchi, and Benue comments of the agency for their outstanding feats in the past week. Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of the NDLEA, Brigadier General Mohammed Bubar Marwa, equally applauded their counterparts in all the commands across the country for intensifying their wider advocacy lectures.
Efforts by the air component of Operation Adinkai and Wild Punch in the northeast and north central respectively have continued to obliterate terrorists and destroy their structures, equipment and mobility, thus limiting their ability to attack ground troops and innocent Nigerians at will. At Chinene local government area, a location tucked inside Mandara mountain area, terrorists were on the 3rd of May 2023 observed to be emanating from various locations and assembly, probably for a meeting. Within the same location, 7 trucks were also observed parked under the tree. Let's listen to the report.
Accordingly, air interdiction was authorized and conducted over the assembly area and tree coverings to decimate the terrorists and destroy their weapons and mobility. The Director of Public Relations and Information, Nigerian Air Force, Air Vice Marshal Edward Kibwet, in a statement says, after the strike, battle damage assessment footage as feedback received later revealed that the strikes were unsuccessful as several terrorists were neutralized and logistics destroyed. Similar airstrikes were conducted same day, 3rd May 2024, when the air component of Operation Will Punch, where Punch conducted preemptive airstrikes over terrorists hibernating in Alawa village near Shiroro in Niger State. The mission was conducted following credible intelligence which had revealed the migration of terrorists into village after the mass exit of the locals for fear of their safety. These terrorists had 1st May 2024 stormed the deserted Alawa community in Shiroro local government area and touched the Central Primary School. In the evening of the same day, another group of terrorists also arrived at the location, wielding AK-47-49 rifles after invading Galapia village in Galadima, Congo district of the same local government area. Accordingly, to prevent further occupation as well as pursue the terrorists from the location, the air component scrambled a formation of its platforms to attack the location. On arrival at the location, several terrorists were sighted and engaged effectively. Furthermore, following credible intelligence as well as detailed area observation, which confirmed the presence of their cache in armed hidden inside Alawa forest, the air component further carried out airstrikes at the location. Airstrikes were also carried north of Arubana and Tamakiri in the Niger Delta, where illegal refinery sites were observed and destroyed. Through this action, the capability of oil theft to continually sabotage and destroy oil pipelines were minimized.
The Nigerian Armed Forces has outlined the multifaceted military endeavors conducted across Nigeria's 6 geopolitical zones throughout the month of April, keeping the journalists abreast with the operational activities of the military. The Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Edward Buba, highlighted a series of significant accomplishments, notably the decisive neutralization of over 715 terrorists, dealing a severe blow to insurgent efforts within the country. Now the report. The apprehension of 146 suspects and the successful liberation of 465 kidnapped individuals underscores the military's unwavering commitment to safeguarding the populace. The Director of Defense Media Operations says the military's relentless efforts to combat all theft yielded commendation outcome with the prevention of crude oil product valued at over 2 billion naira from falling into the hands of criminal syndicates, thereby safeguarding the nation's economic interests.
And arrested 164 persons involved in crude oil theft. Troops also denied the oil theft of over 2.5 million liters of stolen crude oil, over 254,000 liters of illegally refined AGO, as well as over 8,000 liters of PMS and over 1,000 liters of DPK. Furthermore, troops of Operation Delta Safe recovered 56 assorted weapons and destroyed 74 wooden boats, and also recovered over 1,500 assorted ammunition of various caliber and destroyed 76 illegal refining sites in the month of April. Now, to the last but not the least, Operation Udoka in the southeast. The troops of Operation Udoka recorded the following in the month of April. The troops neutralized 38 terrorists, arrested 103 suspects, and rescued 50 kidnapped hostages in the month of April. Additionally, the troops of Operation Udoka recovered 8 AK-47 rifles, 23 pump-action guns, over 660 rounds of 7.62mm special ammunition, and over 30 rounds of 7.62mm NATO ammunition. The troops of Operation Udoka further recovered over 220 assorted ammunitions of various calibers and 43 other equipments in the month of April. Now, in summarizing, I would say that the armed forces is building on this momentum against the terrorists. We intend to maintain it in destroying the terrorists and their cohorts all across the various theaters of operation in the country. We are conscious that the stakes are high, and we are not losing sight of the importance of momentum when it comes to fighting such vicious adversaries.
He says the strategic recovery of numerous ammunition cache served as a testament to the military's persistent endeavors to dismantle criminal networks and disrupt illicit activities across diverse regions. Major General Buba underscores the valor and dedication exhibited by the troops, whose steadfast resolve continues to yield tangible results in countering terrorism and various forms of criminality.
Troops further recovered over 3,600 rounds of 7.62mm special ammunition, over 2,000 rounds of 7.62mm NATO ammunition, and over 400 assorted ammunition of various calibers.
He further reiterated the military's steadfast commitment to sustaining these operations, aiming to foster enduring peace and stability throughout the nation. In an effort to enhance trade facilitation and create more transparent and predictable business environment for stakeholders, the Nigerian Customs Service has launched advanced ruling so as to ensure valuation of goods before importation. Speaking at the event in Abuja, the Comptroller General of Customs, Adewale Adeniyi, says the launch of the advanced ruling is a critical mechanism that allows traders to obtain binding decisions from Customs Administration on the classification, origin and valuation of goods before importation. Now the report.
The Comptroller General of Customs says the launch of the advanced ruling aligns with the policy directive of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration to facilitate trade and legitimate traders. He says the tools is essential for promoting trade facilitation, reducing compliance costs, and fostering a conducive business environment.
Advanced ruling, as we have learned from the previous communication, is a critical mechanism that allows traders to obtain binding decisions from customs administrations on the classification, origin, and valuation of goods before their importation. This tool is essential for promoting trade facilitation, for reducing compliance costs, and fostering a conducive business environment. And recognizing the importance of this, both the World Customs Organization, WCO, and the World Trade Organization, WTO, have emphasized its significance in facilitating international trade and promoting customs compliance. According to both organizations, advanced ruling enhances predictability and transparency in customs procedures, streamlining trade policies and minimizing delays. The path towards implementing advanced ruling in Nigeria has been fraught with challenges and setbacks. Attempts to introduce these mechanisms were unsuccessful in the past, despite its recognized importance. However, in 2020, we initiated a scoping mission to review our processes and align them with global best practices. This comprehensive review yielded valuable recommendations that have informed our efforts to relaunch the advanced ruling. At this stage, I would like to pay homage and salute the doggedness of a member of management whose responsibility was to pilot this when we started. Unfortunately, the gentleman has bowed out of service, but I want to use this moment to specifically recognize the contribution of retired DCG MBA Musa towards this. The launch of advanced ruling at this time aligns with the policy directive of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration to facilitate trade for legitimate traders. This is reflected in the policy advisory document of government, which highlights several achievements, such as the approval to decongest the ports and make them free and accessible for importers and operators. Additionally, the recent inauguration of the Single Window Steering Committee by the President underscores high-level commitment to enhancing trade facilitation in Nigeria. The implementation of advanced ruling, therefore, is timely, given the significant number of disputes the service has had to handle between 2020 and 2023. Out of the 34 disputes recorded during this period, 31 have been resolved, while 3 cases remain pending. Additionally, despite the absence of a structured mechanism, a total of 296 requests for tariff opinions were received, with 266 of them processed and 30 pending. It is crucial to note that the absence of this mechanism has implications beyond trade facilitation because it also impacts our revenue. As we are all aware, in 2024, Customs is projecting a total revenue of 5.07 trillion naira. While this goal is ambitious, we believe it's attainable with the right measures and mechanisms in place. That is why we are implementing several strategies to enhance our capacity to achieve this feat. The early results have been positive so far, Q1 2024, and we expect to build on these initiatives, including our measures to ensure stakeholder engagement and involvement every step of the way during the year. This event serves both as a launch and a stakeholder consultation, laying the groundwork for the rollout of advanced ruling. In the coming weeks, we will be conducting workshops and sensitization sessions at various customs area commands to ensure that all stakeholders will be well informed and prepared to utilize this new mechanism effectively. We are indeed grateful for the support of the German International Cooperation Agency, GIZ, our steadfast partners in today's event, and for their continued support for our trade facilitation activities under the Nigerian Energy Support Program. It is essential to acknowledge the initiatives like advanced ruling necessitates investments in capacity building for both officers and stakeholders. We will be committed to leveraging our internal capacity while exploring collaboration opportunities with external partners like GIZ. Today, we can ensure the successful implementation of advanced ruling and contribute to the growth and prosperity of our nation. As part of the kickoff of advanced ruling, I have given approval for the development of a handbook to provide guidance to traders and customs officers. This handbook will serve as a valuable resource, ensuring consistency and transparency in our ruling.
The representative of Cluster Coordinator, Just Transition and Inclusion, GIS, and also Head of Program, Nigeria Energy Support Program, and the Acting Deputy Comptroller General of Customs on Tariff and Trade, says the launch of the advanced ruling will attract more investment into the country.
The objective of advanced ruling program is to provide decisions on the classification, origin and valuation of commodities before their importation or exportation. As regulators of international trade, Nigeria Customs Service must continue to enhance its efficiency in trade facilitation and provide services that ensure continuity in the global value chain.
We have no doubt at GIZ that the advanced ruling initiative will allow traders to obtain written decisions from the Nigerian Customs Service on tariff classification, rules of origin, and valuation of goods prior to importation into the country. This will help avail the Nigerian Customs Service with advanced knowledge and tracking of future imports, as well as streamline the import process and improve investment in Nigeria due to the clarity it will bring to the processes. I therefore commend the CG of the Nigerian Customs Service for his great feat, which is set to promote the ease of doing business for importers and reduce potential risks for customs in the importation process. Also worthy of mention are the Acting Deputy Comptroller General Tariff and Trade, C.K. Nyagwan, her predecessor, MBA Musa, and the entire team of the Tariff and Trade Department for their commitment and hard work in developing the framework for this advanced ruling to ensure its implementation in Nigeria. We remain committed to supporting the Nigerian Customs Service, GIZ, in its bids to create an enabling environment for the implementation of renewable energy and energy efficiency equipment. To ensure that the desired impact of this launch is achieved, there will be need to sensitize stakeholders on the offerings of the advanced ruling. So to aid sustainability, GIZ, through the Nigerian Energy Support Program, will continue support.
This is where we draw the curtain on defense matters today. Join us again next time on the same station, Global Television. We are on Star Time channel 276. You can also visit all our social media handles at Global TV NG. Till I come your way again, I am Kike Lomo Okeli. I celebrate you all.